And we're live. Are we live? Oh man, I try not to be late. But just checking some things here and there. Hope you all are doing great. Checking the audios. It's gonna be a great spaces today. I'm very excited for it. Come on now, why isn't this working? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? Come on now. 1 second, just making sure everything is working, everything is smooth. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, I see yes, yes, yes. I see yes. All right, let's double checking from my end. Nice, and it's working with a good mic too. All right, we are here. We are live. How y'all doing? Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I don't know why I have my headphones on. Oh man, I hope you guys are having an awesome flipping weekend. You guys are doing fantastic. I'm doing all right. I'm just been taking it easy for some time. Been busy. Ah, man. What is the time? We have less than 15 minutes to do it. So let's see. Uh, I would pronounce your name like Fisan, right? Fisan? Like Nissan, but Fisan? Sheesh, indeed. 600 by May, which would be absolutely insane. Solution. The guy who always comments on every single video and my live streams too. So sheesh, moment 5,000 by 2032. Conservative estimate 600. Yeah, honestly, I think 700 would be a good one. I still got to work on my bull case though. Well, it is work time. I just got to clean it up and present it to you guys. Indeed. Sheesh moment. Indeed. Hope you guys. Should I buy 10 Tesla shares now or closer to after earnings? Oh man, that's the timing. I have no idea. I would wait until Trump's inauguration because I do think there's going to be some sort of a sell the news event. Because right now we have a run up, everything is running up to Trump's inauguration. But I do think there will be some level of sell the news event once we get the inauguration and once Trump. The other thing, guys, when Trump gets sworn in the White House, he's going to do a lot of things. Now, the market can say that, hey, there's a lot of things could potentially be good for Tesla or good for the market and could go up. Some could be bad because tariffs everywhere, right? So I would be cautious. I probably won't do anything until the inauguration, until a couple of days of what he does. But if you're invested in it for the next 5-10 years, why are you even, fighting for a nickel and dime, right? It just doesn't matter if you bought it at 410, 450, 380. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter long term. 130 shares, next up 150. Let's go, man. Let's flip and go. I've been there. Oh, man. Those were the days. Good morning. It's actually good night here. It's actually 10 p.m. here. Well, almost 10 p.m. here. So, sheesh. Nice. You all can hear me. Audio is sheesh. Love it. Love it. Love it. Can you hear us? I can see. I love it. Hello. Thank you for the interview with Joseph. Insightful. I like it. If you guys want me to bring him back, I will bring him back. I know there's a lot of comments that want me to bring him back, but um, give me ideas on topics. Now I know we have Tesla, but we talked a lot about financial literacy in that interview and podcast. Let me know what you guys want to know more because I have other podcasts coming as well. I just have to organize them, but they are coming with CERN and Joe. But Joseph is flipping awesome. I would, and he's okay, and he's down to come back. So let me know what you guys are interested in, and then we can do it 100%. By the way, can I 26,000 subscribers? Keep grinding. Oh yeah, man, I don't even have time to look at the subscribers. I just make these videos and make these live streams because I love it, absolutely love it. Thanks, man. Really, thank you, Solution. Really, thank you. Yeah, man, smash that like, dude. Why haven't you smashed that like button yet, guys? Come on, this is gonna be an awesome spaces. Make sure you guys get your popcorn, sit back and relax. If you guys want to join the spaces, go on to X, go on to actually I should do it right now so we don't actually I'll do it before we go live. Join the X spaces and request to talk. I'll let you guys come in. And we can have a good conversation. We go for 90 minutes. So it's going to be an awesome Saturday. Do you think Tesla will ever pay dividends in the next 5 to 10 years? Oh, man. Buybacks are for sure going to happen. There's no question about that. But dividends? Eventually, yes. But I would say over 10 years. I know Alexandra, Boomer Mama, she's told me before 2030. And I'm like, I don't know about that, but 10 years for sure. Hear you crystal clear. Love it. I absolutely love it. Monday is going to be insane, up or down. I'd rather be say, yeah, Monday, dude. I can't wait. The inauguration. I'm thinking either go live or not, because I know Elon's gonna be speaking. I can just post what Elon's gonna be saying, but let's see. Let's see. I started my investing journey December 2024. I currently have 31 Tesla shares, average for 14. Wow. Okay, previous all-time highs. Going forward, I'm just gonna DCA and buy red days. Yeah, buy red days. That's what I do now. I just keep buying on red days. Anything under 400, I'm gonna buy. Anything lower than 300, deal the century. Yeah, I'm long-term good stuff. 500 next week. Let's see. Let's see. January 29. Whoa, God. We are already millionaires in waiting. Yeah, that's actually a fact. That's actually a fact. Josa, can you explain how Tesla buyback would work? No, nothing. They would have a whole bunch of cash that they made from their profits, a lot of profits, and they would use some of that money to stop the dilution at least, or to reduce the share count, just like how Apple and everybody else does it. So yeah, it's simple, nothing to do. Doubt is before 2030. Yeah, same. 10 years. Yes, sir. Tesla FSD is so good, it should be worth $500. Yeah, it should be worth more than that, in my opinion, but yes. So, stock market closed. Oh, it's closed on Monday. Okay, I did not know that. Good, then we can focus on an inauguration then. Can I retire for 50 shares on 2030? I would say anything 500. And that's if you guys believe that the stock could be worth 8 trillion, which is maybe 2600, 2900, could be all right. But again, if you expand that time horizon 2035, you should be fine. Dude, I don't think so. I think they're trying to keep it out of conflict of interest. You know what I mean? I don't think so. No. Do you think the models they mentioned a few earnings ago is more than? Yeah, of course it is. Here's the thing: the affordable models that they mentioned has nothing to do with the Model Y. It has nothing to do with the Model Y. This is excluding. It's excluding the Model Y. It's newer affordable vehicles. That's what it is. That'll be insane if that happens, man. MLK Day. Okay. That makes sense. All right, thanks. Solution is Tesla community FSC tracker trustworthy as a source. We look forward to autonomous. I mean, I would double check it. I would, but let's see. Okay, we have a few more minutes to go before we start. U.S. stock market closed Monday. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. How is everyone doing? What's going on? I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, I do want to do one thing. Let me just go ahead and pull up the stock before we start because I do want to go over this. I forgot my mouse in the other room, but it's okay. I got my little tiny mouse here. So let's see. Come on now. There you are. Nice. Tesla stonk. All right. I want to go over this quickly before we start in about a couple minutes. All right. Tesla stonk. This past 5 days was absolutely insane. I mean, look at the volatility. It's like a staircase. You know what I mean? Look at that. It's like a flipping staircase. If we go back 1 month, still down 3%. Year to date, we're up 12%. 6 months, 71%. 1 year, over a doubling. And obviously, if you go 5 years, 1,100%, max 33,000%, which is just insane. But anyways, I want to go back to the 5 days. Look at this. I didn't own enough shares. Yeah, I know. Me too. So yeah, what happened this week is that we got PPI report and CPI report, and they were both better than expected. They're both good, and that's why the stock went up like 11%, which is insane, right? So we had the PPI, if I'm not mistaken, here. And then everyone got scared because the CPI is going to be bad, and the CPI came better than expected, and then came right back up. Now, I do want to know what happened at the end of the day where it just like tumbled down, even though it was good 3%, but yeah, it just tumbled down like that. But hey, man, this past week was good. That was the news of the week. There is, and we'll talk about this in the space as well. There is a talk that somebody knows something. I don't know what this is, as somebody knows, maybe it's the Q4 earnings. And if you guys are a channel member and a X subscriber, I've already completed my Q4 estimate. And if you guys you've seen my number, and I'll make a separate video for everybody just a couple days before the earnings, but for exclusive members and channel members on YouTube and X, they get it early, much earlier, with detailed numbers and such. And I think what they do know is that they know that it's a beat. They've probably seen the numbers. I think so. Not too sure. I'm just going based on what it is. Somebody does know something. Or it could just be the inauguration, and then it's sell the news event after that. So a lot of things to take into consideration here. But I mean, as a long-term investor, these short-term things are fun to watch, but they do not matter in the short term. They just don't. So it's a sheesh moment, and it's gonna be awesome. And let me go ahead and pull up X so we can slowly start this this little awesome space. Yeah, this past week Tesla roared so nicely. Okay, good. I thought X was down for a second. That would be bad. So let's go and screen share it. I think this is it. Would this be it? I'm not prepared today, guys. I'm a bad live streamer. Okay, here we go. Oh, Gary, what are you saying now, man? God, he needs to stop. He needs to stop. He really needs to stop. God. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so let me go ahead and actually talk to her. Okay. Oh, you guys gonna see all my DMs. It's all right though. Wow. What do you mean we try? All right. Let's just go to my thing. Yeah, no time to explain any of these. Where is it? What do you mean details not available? What? What just happened? Oh my God. This is the worst time for X to be down, dude. This is the worst time for X to be down. Okay, let me go ahead and see what I can do here. That's so annoying. Come on. Yeah, something went wrong. Yeah, something definitely went wrong. There we go. Now it's here. Cool. Fa, come on. There you go. Fa. You ready? All right, let's start. We're going to start, guys. Let's go. Starting now. Alrighty. So I'm going to go ahead and start it. All right. Let's do this, guys. It's starting. Come on. There we go. So we've started this space. Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hello. Why do I hear myself? Hold on a second. Ooh. Oh, that's why. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Where is Fa? Waiting for Fa. And I don't know why I'm hearing myself when I'm talking. Let me see if I can fix this. All right. Let's Fa, I see you. But I don't know why I'm hearing myself. Let me fix this issue. Fa, can you speak?
Yes, my friend, how are you?
I'm good. Let me see if I can. Can you speak again?
Yes, it is awesome Saturday.
Okay.
Okay.
1 week passed just very quick.
Indeed.
Hello, everyone. You guys hear me all right?
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
I can
you,
hear you.
but
But
here, talk,
here,
fast,
talk,
talk.
talk, fast, talk.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my
I
God.
think I don't know if my signal is all right. Can you guys give me some heart or some thumb up if you guys see me clear? Or give me thumb down if I'm not clear. Hello.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fat, take this.
Take
I'm
this.
trying to
I'm
figure
trying to
out
figure out
what's going
what's going
on
on
with my
with my
little
little
mic.
mic.
Usually this is how it
Yeah,
usually
you
is.
you sound like you in a car.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's
And I can
weird.
hear
And I can
myself.
hear myself.
So, yeah.
So
I'm trying to figure
I'm
this
trying to
out.
figure this out.
Um, so I think I see a bunch of our friends here. Hello, all my friend.
Hello. Which is
There's a few
weird.
people request to speak. I let's
That's
get
what I'm
this
trying
stage
to
set
do,
up
but it's not
first.
letting
Let
me.
me
1 second.
take a deep breath. I just put my kid in bed. So everybody, Tesla stock is what bring us together. And this week is holy shit. So I don't
Oh.
have crystal ball and I don't like to make a guess in a short term. I'm a long term, I'm a bullish 5 to 10 year. My just so everybody know my background. I buying my first stock back in pandemic, and I have a toxic friend that is stupid, but is they're talking in my ear all the time. And when I bought it at 300, and it went up to 600. And then my toxic friend say, "You need to sell it. 300 profit is all right."
Can you guys hear me?
And I believe him, and I sell my stock, my first one. If I hold it right now, my stock is like more than 4,000. That's one piece. It is ridiculous. So since I have one regret, I've been buying stock. Since that one first stock, I've been buying stock since 2020, 21, 22, and my portfolio used to went all red, like red. When it went to 100, I lost a bunch of money. But I keep telling myself like, yo, no, I'm not selling. It's nowhere. I'm give up. Look at Elon. He sleep in factory in Fremont. He sleep in Nevada when they're doing semi. No, I'm not leaving. But right now, my friend, right now, I have 500,000. Mm-hmm.
Sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
So I just want to check in on you guys. Like, if any of you buy it at
This
480,
is
it's
annoying,
okay,
guys.
dude. It's okay. It is
Why is it echoey?
okay. It's okay. You just hold it because I see it. I gonna make short term prediction. I see 500 so clear. And tell me if I'm wrong. I'm ready to be wrong. I'm just here to be less wrong. But give me a thumb up if you see 500 too. And I'm gonna tell you why we 500. I'm gonna tell you why. Because this Monday, Elon gonna work in a White House. Oh, this Monday, a
It's quite funny.
CEO gonna have a
It's quite
little
funny.
office in the White House. Hey, Pejjy, your
hey,
mic
Pejjy,
is good now.
yeah,
Hello?
yeah,
Yeah?
Pejjy, we hear you
Hello?
now.
Yeah? Yeah, but it's echoey
Yeah, but it's
still, isn't
echoey
it?
still, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it's
It's
still
echoey,
echo.
but we hear you loud and clear.
That's so weird.
Yeah, like Weird. 500 is definitely coming, guys. Like it's gonna be ups and downs from here, like as with anything. I was looking today, like at the news, hearing OpenAI. really stepping into the robotics field now. Like, we know that they're collaborating with Figure, but we don't need to worry about this stuff. Like, Tesla has got the manufacturing game on lock. We just need to be patient. Like, it's already undeniable. We see the stock climbing like every week, and yeah, as base guy said just now, like Monday he's going to be in the White House, like literally an office in the White House. I personally, I feel like this is going to cause more volatility than anything, and I but ultimately, like, being in that position, um yeah, regulation for full self-driving at the federal level is really going to unlock things. And it's fair game. Like, this stuff needs rules around it. Like, no one is clamoring for full deregulation, release everything. But yeah, guys, hold tight. And when things start flying, do not sell because someone's like, you've got good profits. Like, 5 years, 10 years out, this is locked up.
Yeah,
So
100%
if
agree.
that's
Oh
right
my
on.
god. Oh my god.
Pejjy, go ahead.
No, I'm still trying to figure out this mic thing. Just continue until I can figure this out.
Okay. Right on, Michael. Say your name right. Right on, Michael. The good
Yeah.
thing about watching the stock like a hawk, like me and Pejjy and a lot of us do, is mean we can scoop up the discount on the red day. I personally have my goal is 3,000 shares.
Testing.
Yeah. And I'm not there yet. I have some way to go. So if it's down 5%, if it's down 9%, 10%, and people freak out, I'm like, where's all the money? Give me the money. So it is the volatile is actually very good if you collecting share.
Hello.
And Tesla is
God, what's
is
happening here?
the most how
Why
do
is
I
it?
say?
Why can
People
I hear
look at
myself on
Tesla
X?
stock.
This has
Some
never happened
there are a
before.
lot of day trade out there that like to go in and out, in and out, in and out. And it's nothing wrong with that. That's one way to do it, right? There's so many ways to lose weight. There's so many ways to
Randall, I'm
travel
trying
the
to, but
world.
I
There's
don't know.
so
This
many
is a
ways
very unique
to
situation.
invest
I
to
don't know
do
why this
Tesla
is
stock
happening.
too. This is why we're talking. This is why we host space. This is why we be friends, because we share the journey of holding Tesla stock together, right? I'm here, and I want to know how you guys doing it. The one thing that is super bullish is this year, Elon say a lot about Tesla, and
Testing.
yes, this is yesterday that he's someone, let's say, um Tesla, just wait, Tesla gonna do what is this, what does he say? And he say like Optimus gonna do laundry for you. You guys know, you guys see that? Pejjy, you see that post? I have it somewhere. So what is he sending the signal right now? That what I see is Tesla and XAI are kind of together. And this is what we at Tesla shareholder should be happy when Elon as CEO is have his ecosystem is neural net, Tesla, XAI, and X. Oh, I remember. Is that Tesla Silicon Valley or something? Make a post that X is a
I
everything
have no
app.
idea
You
how to
can
fix
do
this, guys.
everything on
Oh
X.
my
You
god,
can
this is
transfer
annoying.
money. You can
Give me the
do
site.
a bunch of
Search.
stuff on X, except X not gonna do laundry for you. And Elon said, "Oh, just wait. Optimus will do it." So this is a signal that it will cross. Like Pejjy post, is a Tesla shareholder should be able to invest in XAI. I think it's coming, dude.
I think so.
I think we don't miss anything. I don't think we miss anything. What do you think?
Well, let me get this mic fixed.
Well, let me get this mic fixed,
And then I'll answer
and
that.
then I'll answer that.
Oh, okay. So I have this
Okay, let me change my mic
ding
quickly. Let me
ping.
see what I can.
Any crypto investor want to speak? Okay, I add. See.
Testing.
Okay. And so what else is going on? Um so the CES in Las Vegas, Jensen say all the car manufacturing can buy the system for the self-driving. And I listen to a lot of people saying it. And this is how I sum up. For me, I talk from my
Okay. I
experience
know on
and
the
what I
mic here
know.
we're
Maybe I'm
fine.
right or maybe I'm wrong,
I
but
don't think
this
you'll be
is
fine in
how
here.
I see it.
Test.
Test.
Toyota, Honda, all the car company, they're gonna line up. They're gonna go line up and say, "Hey, Jensen, Nvidia, I want
No, it's
your
not about
chip. I
changing my
want your
mic.
system."
No,
And they can buy
no.
it.
Here I'm good, but when I speak
But
in
who
the
gonna make it all
spaces,
work
it
together for
echoes.
them? Do they
It shouldn't
have
echo.
a world class AI engineer to write the code for them? Because the
Let me try
CEO
something.
of Ford, Jim something, I don't know his last name. He
Jim
sit in
Farley.
Jim Farley, yeah, and he sit in a podcast
Sorry,
and he say
guys.
like,
This is really upsetting. Okay.
I'm the CEO of Ford. If I want to move the seat, I have to talk to one company. If I want to move the volume on the stereo,
Test.
I have to talk to one company. It's a lot of resource. It's a lot of company that he have to go talk to, and it's hard. It's hard to make everything work together flawless. And Tesla have it, and that's why we invest in Tesla. You know, I I believe that everyone gonna try to do it.
Wow.
Even Toyota say, "Hey, we're gonna do robo
I'm
taxi
actually a little
too."
upset, guys. I'm not gonna
And
lie.
yeah, I welcome.
Why
Please do,
can't
because in
I?
Asia we definitely okay. I want robo taxi in Southeast Asia, in another part of the world too. But do they have the brain to do that? And let's go to another point that I'm gonna make.
Test.
Test.
If they go do it and it's fail like Apple tried to do their car, like Tim put 10 billion on it, and in the end of 10 years they're like, okay, we're not doing it anymore. So and the CEO of Ford say, I have to talk to like 25 people to make things work in the car, in the EV. It's very hard stuff, right? So what else they gonna do? Where else they gonna go other than come to Elon and say, hey, can we buy FSD from you? What you guys think? I think it's coming, and Elon should not give it for free. Elon should not be like, hey, yeah, we help you out with this. No, it's gonna be licensing with the money. It's gonna be a bunch of billion involved. And when Elon say manufacturing is a product, we make robot that make the robot that build the robot. I see this because Detroit is not gonna turn to be like Giga Berlin or Giga Texas in the short term. You know what I mean? But they need to keep their business. So they're gonna. This is what I see. Maybe I'm wrong. They're gonna come to Tesla and say, Hello.
I know it's fine on
I
this.
heard you make a whole car less than 40 seconds. Is that true? And Elon gonna be like, yeah.
But when I
Okay, can you
when I
slap
try to
the car
talk
together and
in
put a
the
logo in and then we can go sell
spaces,
it?
it echoes. The problem is in spaces.
Can you use your engineer software develop to put a FSD into, and how much is it? And that's, my friend, that's a money printing machine. It's like, whoa.
Mm.
And okay, test gigafact the manufacturing
Testing.
is better. It start to get better. Yeah. And manufacturing is a product. License FSD, the robot that built the robot, the giga casting, right? Look how many piece they delete. I think the new Model Y, the Jupiter, is one piece. Whoa! Right? Ah, I just, other than I have toddler and I'm taking care of a bunch of stuff, I want to go finish Tesla factory. Any of you guys been? I live in Bay Area, Fremont, and just like 40-minute drive. I just have to like make a day to go see it. And I told my husband yesterday, I'm like, dude, this year we're gonna see 1 million. This year we're gonna be Teslionaire. And if you see your portfolio hit 1 million, to thank you to your smart wife, can we go to Tesla shareholder meeting, please?
Man, I don't know. I really
I'm
don't know what
not
the
even
issue
asked
is.
for
It keeps
vacation. I
echoing
just
an
want to
X
go
for
to
me,
Tesla
and
shareholder meeting. I just want to go experience
when I
the
speak,
feeling, the excitement. Like I want to just go
no, I'm
listen
using
to
a
Elon
mic,
talking
no
for
AirPod.
one time. That's my goal for 2025. I hope you guys enjoy me talking because Pejjy is still testing his mic.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure
Yeah, I'm
this
trying to
out,
figure this
but it
out,
keeps
but
like
it keeps
echoing
like
or doubling.
or doubling.
So I'm trying to
So
figure
I'm
this
trying to
out.
figure this out.
It's better, friend.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
annoying.
but it's annoying.
It's okay. We love you enough. Hello, Brandon. You want to talk to us? If you can send a refresh, my friend. So okay. So another thing I want to talk about. Um, if you watch SMR, my brother from
Yeah,
another
on YouTube
mother,
it's fine.
SMR
Check Discord
just make a
settings.
video about
Discord.
that Tony guy, the super Tesla bear that say
But
the
this is not
Tesla gonna
Discord.
go
This is X
bankrupt.
Spaces. It's different.
That guy just like quit. Just like
Yeah,
I'm
here
out.
there's no echo.
I think
But
Tesla gonna go
when
to
I
69,
talk
but
on
it's go to
X on
480. I'm
Twitter,
out.
X
So now
Spaces,
people in Wall Street, also
it
Gary
echoes.
Black, say
I mean, I've turned it down as
they
much as I
start saying
could,
the same thing we say.
but it doesn't do anything.
They start putting robot in their analysis, in their
Let me see
like
this.
balance sheet, and the price target
Microphone. There's a
is
lot of
another
microphone.
wave of the price target that's gonna move up.
What
So
could it be?
I have my price target for this year at 694.20. Elon magic number. But a lot of people
Switch
tell
low to
me,
mic.
I see it on the
Okay,
post. A
let me
lot
go to
of
my
us
mic
say
settings.
it might go to the 1,000. Oh, 2025 is a rocking year. It's like
What is this?
rocket launch
Oh,
year.
I think I found it.
We
I think I found
we
it.
have
Hold on.
another I think we have another
Wait for it.
cheaper car, another product they're gonna review.
That's for that.
Oh, when that like,
Oh,
hi Alex, when that
got
cheaper
it.
car, the
Ah,
25,000, when they like release it, holy moly! Alex,
There we go.
I don't know what time
Okay, I
is
got
it
it. I
in
think I got it.
Turkey over there, but I'm gonna invite you to
Testing.
speak.
Testing.
Come on.
Damn it. Damn it.
So when Wall Street
Okay,
or
I thought I
when
got it. One sec. Let me try
how
this
to say
again.
it, fund manager, when they start to give updated price target up,
Okay.
that is when FOMO coming.
Output. Input.
You don't underestimate FOMO of Tesla stock.
Yes. And yes.
Oh, Cyber Benji here. Welcome, my friend. How's it going?
Hello. Sorry, when I switched over to speak, I think it cut you off. What were you saying? Sorry.
I said, how's it going, my friend?
Everything's great. I just wanted to say real quick. My girlfriend Carrie, she's very supportive of this me being so into Tesla and Tesla news and Tesla stock and Tesla everything, Elon that, right? She sees how I get excited and like it's very interesting because she's very progressive. She's on the left. I'm more center. If anything, I'm more center right on the Republican side, and it does not bother her, but she sees how excited I am to be a part of these sort of communities and these chats. But I'm just curious, like, because I can hear it. I can hear from you, Foskai, that you're enjoying this and you love this. But like I'm sure everybody else on this phone call also feels the same way. They're just, isn't this fun? Like, don't you guys have a good time,
How the
like
heck
just
do I do
talking about
that?
Tesla and reading up on news and hearing about what they're doing? It's exciting to be almost like you're a part of this journey for Tesla to like take over the world. I don't know. It's exciting. Just wanted to say that.
Benji, my husband is used to be Tesla bear. He's like, my next car, I gonna buy Land Rover. I'm like, mm-mm. You have to kill me before you buy Land Rover. And it's almost embarrassing when we go places and I won't shut up about Elon and his business. Until people like, oh, you need to sign up on X and buy its premium too. Because if you don't have blue check mark, we don't want to talk to you.
Boo, boo, boo. Let
I'm
me see
definitely
something.
joking.
Testing out
But
something. Okay.
I tell people, I know, my friend Jason DeBoer. Jason tell me when we hang out, like, Fa, don't tell people to buy stock. Don't do it. People gonna hate you. And I'm like, why not? If I tell them to buy the stock at 200 and stock went to 400, they should buy me some food. Like, they should say thank you. I'm getting you getting me richer, right? But Jason say, but no one have the thought like that. People think
me
that
see
it's
the-
a
Yeah,
cult. Yeah.
Testing.
And I live
people think
in Bay Area, which is like
Man, I really don't know.
Kamala Harris
The echo is not
the
funny. It's
progressive,
actually frustrating.
And I have my mega hat, and my husband was like, "Don't wear your hat. Come on, people gonna hate you." I wear it. I wear it to Bay Area Discovery Museum, and they give me side eye over there, and I don't care. Like, do you want your house to burn on fire like LA? Is LA progressive when you see what is going on? I don't want to talk politics. I'm want to talk investment. But this thing is together. Can you imagine if Kamala is win and Trump is not win? Stock gonna go down to 69 like the Tony guys say. And that is unacceptable because we are changing the world. We make the air cleaner. We make people safe from the car accident. I don't want my kid to drive Honda. No, my kid not drive Honda, and my husband not gonna buy another Land Rover. If we're gonna buy something, we're gonna buy Cybertruck because someone tried to bomb the hotel and they don't even get the glass to shake. Like, I'm talking safety here, right?
Cybertruck's pretty awesome.
You have Cybertruck?
Yes, I have one. I got number 997. So before one of the first 1,000.
Oh my God, I'm so
and
jealous.
it's
So
a
this
great
is
truck.
this. So this is what me and my husband are talking about. I'm like, let's get a Cybertruck.
Here's the thing: if I do
Let's get a
refresh,
Cybertruck. We
it's
can
going to
give the
stop the
Model
whole
Y to your
spaces.
mom. Your
That's
mom
the
want a
issue because I'm the
Tesla.
host. I'm trying
And
to
he's
see if
like,
I can
"Pa,
transfer her
come on,
the
let's buy Tesla. Let's buy
what's it called,
stock."
the
And
spaces,
I'm
so
like,
I can
okay, I'll
leave
shut up about it.
without shutting down the whole thing, so I can re-enter.
You should really see the video I have pinned on my account. I took it to Hogwaller and I jumped it. Don't do that, by the way. I damaged a lot of things, but it was a lot of fun. Yeah, the Cybertruck. I think if it was a little more affordable, I think it's gonna kill the F-150 market. It should already, but it's still a little bit too high priced.
Sorry,
But
guys.
I think
This is
when they
unexpected error.
mass produce the Cybertruck effectively and bring the costs down, they're going to win. It's a great truck. I live in Florida now, and there's a lot of small town in Alachua, High Springs, like 5,000 people in this town. And when I came here with my Model 3, everyone thought I was like fancy and cool and rich because I had a Model 3. It was funny. And then I bring the Cybertruck around, and holy hell, like everybody loves it or hates it. And then I actually rent it on Turo now, just because. Why not? I want to share the message. It's easy money. And a lot of people who drive trucks will rent it just to check it out, and they love it. So I think it's a great truck. It's awesome. I can't say anything bad about it, honestly.
Yeah, I told my husband too. If we get a Cybertruck, we can rent it out on Turo. My husband against Turo. He's hate Turo. We have bad experience with Turo, so it's a no for our household. But I'm jealous, dude.
Yeah,
Pejjy,
man,
I'm
I've done
really
that.
jealous.
I've done that
Oh,
for
I want to be you for a
StreamYard,
weekend.
and I've done that for my own as well. So I'm trying to
The
figure
thing
this
is,
out.
it is a lot of mileage. I already got like 20,000 miles on it, and I've only had it for like maybe almost a year. Maybe I've been had it a year. I got it in January last year. Yeah, so about a year.
No, there's no way of that. No way
But
of
you know
that.
what? Like, I don't care about the mileage. Most people do. I really don't, because my Model 3 has got 190,000 miles on it. It still works like a champ, and I still like driving it, especially because I have autopilot.
Oh,
So
hold on a second. I think I did something.
yeah, it's
Testing.
great.
Testing. Damn it.
Dude, the Cybertruck is meant to be used. It's meant to be
Testing.
a build. It's meant to be like,
Oh my god, I'm
let's
getting
go have
frustrated.
fun with it.
This is
I
absolutely
have a
frustrating.
boy. I have a little boy, and of course a husband. I'm surround myself with boy, and I want to go do what they do in the video, like go in a mountain and go in between the rock and like crab walk. I want to do all of that. I will eventually. Eventually, when we done buying a Tesla stock, we will buy a
Oh
Cybertruck.
god.
Hi, Alex. Talk to me.
Hello, I'm really flattered, but I'm not from Turkey. I'm actually from Sweden.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not from Laos. Actually, I'm from Thailand.
No one, Terry, no one is using a microphone or on my phone. I'm using this mic, which is I'm
So you
the
live
only
in
one that's
Sweden?
using.
Yeah, I live in Sweden, and I'm
Do you drive
heading
Tesla?
to. Actually, right now I'm driving a BMW i4, but I have a Tesla as well. But I had to do some traveling, and I started driving from work where I have my i4, so
Man, what do I do?
I had to drive the BMW right now. But I'm heading for a supercharger. I'm gonna plug it in right now.
Can you
What do
tell me?
what do you like or not like about those two cars? I'm very curious. Like, what's good about the BMW? What's bad? And which one is better? And how much better is it?
Well, the BMW i4 is pretty shitty in my opinion. I mean, the range is pretty good, but it pretty much ends there. The infotainment system is crappy. Charging network that it chooses is
Oh boy,
crappy.
oh boy.
yeah, the handling of the car is crappy, and it's more expensive than a Tesla. So I don't know why people would buy
Howard, I
it.
can't
It's a
talk. This
company
is gonna
car,
be very
so
annoying for everybody,
I got it
and
through the
it's not
company,
gonna be
so
nice.
I couldn't really choose the car, so that's why I'm driving it.
So BMW in Europe or Germany,
Yeah, you can't transfer to a
they
new host. That's the
proud of their
problem.
Yes.
car
If I
over
close
there.
it,
They
everything
take the
closes.
pride over there, right?
But I do need to
It's
refresh, but I
like
can't refresh.
our car is better than Tesla. Is that the attitude over there?
I mean, there are a lot of like Europeans, especially Germans, that really like BMW and Mercedes, and they would probably never drive a Tesla. But I mean, I've had like German suppliers coming to Sweden for work, and I took them for a ride in my Tesla. And first they were like, "Oh no, I like German cars," but after the ride in the Tesla, they were like, "Oh, this car is pretty cool and stuff." So I have actually sold in Tesla to several German people, which is cool.
Nice. So my beautiful Thai friend married to a German guy, and he owned a hotel. So she have a business. She do Thai massage. Like she have a shop in a hotel. And I
Testing.
take picture of my Tesla. I take a little video when it's auto park itself, right? And she keep messaging me
That's
like,
so annoying.
"Wow, that's so cool. I'm so bad at parking."
Yep,
And
all
I'm
cables
like,
are plugged in, man.
you know,
They're all
I
plugged
bought my
in
car
nicely.
for like about
Don't know what the
80,000
issue is.
altogether.
I wish he can tell you what the issue is.
But right now, my car, the new S1, the
Let me do
Jupiter that's
one
about to
thing.
come out this year, is half of that. Is full.
Let me do the screen share one more time. 1 second. Sorry, guys. Let me do the screen share one more time. There we go.
I am like, I'm not getting any luck over there. But my friend here in Bay Area, they drive the fancy Mercedes, the one that have
Okay.
like the light inside.
Testing.
And she pregnant. And one time I have her in my car and I have full self
It's
driving,
not
and I'm like,
working.
and she's like mind blowing. She's like,
Oh my god.
"For real? You don't have to drive it at all?" I'm like, "Look." And it's fine parking by itself. And I have 12.6. It is pretty awesome. I cannot wait to have V13. I kind of like waiting
Testing.
and waiting and waiting. I
Amazing.
hope our
Testing.
car
Hello.
have V13 one day.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh god.
Oh God.
Hi. Hi, Pejjy.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm just
everyone.
trying to figure out this.
I'm.
Wait, can you guys hear
Wait,
me?
can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, you guys can.
Oh
I
yeah,
can
you
hear
guys can. I
myself
can hear
too.
myself too.
I'm trying to figure
I'm
out
trying
this
to figure out
hear
this
you.
audio thing is
audio
I'm
thing
doubling.
is I'm doubling.
So I don't know what the
So
issue
I don't know what the
is.
issue is.
You don't sound that bad.
Are you using the browser?
Yeah, but I always
Yeah,
use the
but I always
browser.
use a browser.
So
Yeah, it's probably with your audio channel. If you have like, do you use like Steel Series or anything like that?
I'm using
I'm using
StreamYard to stream this
StreamYard to
on
stream
YouTube
this
as
on
well.
YouTube as well.
But I've never had this
I've
issue
never had this
before. I
issue
do
before. I
this
do this
all the time.
all the time.
Probably if you have like an audio output that is streaming to your phone, it will sometimes also stream your microphone to your phone, to your headphones. That happened to me several times.
Let me try that.
Let
You
me try
guys
that. You
continue.
guys continue.
I'll see what I
I'll
can
see
do.
what I can do.
Pejjy, do you want me to start another one and you join? You want me to do that?
Let me try what
Let
he
me try
said,
what he said,
and then
Okay.
and then
if not,
if not,
yeah.
Okay. So back to
Okay.
hello Ding Peng.
Let me
You
see
can
what the
talk to
issue
us
is.
again.
Oh,
How's it going,
hi.
friend?
Everything is good for me. Tesla is going out, and I do believe that Tesla is the future. Because just now I hear you talk about the car and about other brands. So
I'll let
like
you
I
guys
think
listen.
I
I'm gonna
need
mute
to
myself for a
probably
second.
reiterate that EV is the future. And why is that so? Because if you take a look at the mileage of a normal ICE car and a EV, the mileage for the ICE car is around like 660 kilometer, and for the EV is also quite similar, and it's around like 600k. And if you just look at Tesla model, basically it's like close to 500 600 kilometer. And for you to pump a full tank petrol to a ICE car, it costs like approximately SGD $100.
Just
And for you to pump EV full tank is almost like 30 to 40, which is like close to one third of a car, which means for every kilometer that you travel, you're only paying one third of the cost. And in fact, I believe that Tesla is a very good car. Why would I say that? I think firstly it's because of its brand, its branding, and its safe design lah. And
testing.
yeah, that's a very good design. So like what I've said, Tesla is good. Then the other thing is many people will actually use Tesla as an example, because there was one time when I was like doing a project. My boss actually literally used he said that he want to see something that is sassy. So what is the meaning of
Testing.
sassy? That is Tesla himself, the
Ooh.
sassy model. But then last year
This
when
is
the share
annoying. Oh
actually
my god.
saw
All
from
right.
200 all the way up to 400, I asked him one time when you talk about that project, so do you buy Tesla? He said no. So I was a bit shocked. He actually used the Tesla sassy, but he did not buy Tesla share. Yeah, so which is quite irony lah. But I think it's okay. A lot of people say that other car brands going to overtake Tesla. I don't think that is possible. And there's a very good reason why. If you see the mileage itself, it really doesn't make sense for you to be driving an ICE car.
But
It's just
how
in the
though?
cost saving. That this is first example. And
This
secondly,
is my headphone.
actually mentioned something very important. He said that car
So
without
you can't really
FSD
pick that up.
it's going to retire lah. It's like you're holding a Nokia phone and you're holding a phone with a touchpad. That is a difference,
Hold on.
This is what I'm trying
I mean,
to
how can I even hear
to
that?
highlight lah, or even reiterate that car without FSD, without self-driving facility, is actually going to retire lah. This is what I feel. And if you say BYD, BYD may be in currently in the market, but I also feel that once FSD is out and even robo taxi, this car will start to go out of business very soon. Why? Because we take a look at the robo taxi business in itself. The current robo taxi, right? How many I think the only one on the market is actually using Waymo. And how much does
Testing.
Waymo, the car itself, cost? Around like probably 100k. And what is the cost of a cybercab?
I really don't know.
And Elon did mention that it's around like one third of the cost. So it's actually around like 30k. So the starting investment to start out a robo taxi, the Tesla have already won way more. And the other thing is he talked about using LiDAR, and the other one is, I think if I'm not wrong, Tesla using image or learning recognition. How we human actually drive, just say by we drive a normal car, we still use our eyes to tell whether do we stop, how far do we run, and so on. So Tesla is definitely going to be the future car. Yeah, in terms of like robo taxi business. In fact, when Elon get into the White House, a lot of things going to be
The problem with
spelled
this
out
is,
this year,
man, is
which
that
include
Expectations doesn't even
FSD.
give me the option
Yeah, the
to
FSD regulation. The other thing is
play
the
with
FSD
that.
software. All this is going
You're
to be
seeing what I'm
very
seeing,
good lah.
right?
So I foresee this
Even
year,
when I click on the little thing there,
once robotaxi business hit, it will definitely
it does
be very
not.
good for
It's just
for
sound and
the
microphone and
Tesla
just
business
allowed.
itself. Then the other thing I think that
even
Pejjy is
allow me
also
to do
highlighted is that the energy business. I think last quarter it was like Q4 is like 11 gigawattage hour. So this year, if I'm not wrong, I remember Shanghai also built another one, and I saw in the Tesla chart he said that it will hit 80 gigawattage, which is almost like 3 times the power output. And if you're still worried about delivery, I think
I've
this
been
year
checking that, dude.
there'll be no issue, because I just for the first week alone, I saw it was like 5,000, and the previous 2 year it was only like 2,000 per week. So the output for the first week is like 60% more, which is practically insane, which a record that they have never broke before. In fact, Elon also say that for this year, the delivery will be 20 to 30% more. So even if just maybe you take a minimum 20%, I think it's also very good, including all the other business that are actually like coming out, which is the robotaxi, the energy, all just like ramping out. So this year is just a starting point where you see Tesla start to move up. Yeah. And the other thing which I foresee is that the Optimus I think is also very a good robot, because I think if we do a research into this robot, right, the Optimus, why is it so good? Because I think when it comes to human, we have a finger. And what is so good about Optimus, you see the intricacy of this hand, that it actually can imitate human, just like the robotaxi, the FSD. You actually imitate how a human actually judge a distance, how fast we drive based on the image, Yeah, I don't mean LiDAR will know. LiDAR by sensor, you just sensing, just like we human, we cannot sense thing you by using sense and so on. Yeah, so
Let me try this.
that's why I say Tesla Optimus is their hand intricacy
Testing.
is what they are trying to imitate human a lot. So I really believe that the Optimus will be the one. Then the other company which I saw that is also doing robotics is actually Atlas. I think
Testing.
what Atlas is good, it's more for the factory business, because if you see Atlas robotics is more on the running, the jogging, the fast movement, more for factory. They don't have the intricacy of what Optimus have. In fact, Optimus is also trying to do well in their leg movement, which I'm seeing. In fact, you see when it fall down, you actually try to get itself out. Yeah, and that's my point. And that's the reason why I actually into Tesla longer. All this reason and all this technology that the Tesla is going into, I really truly believe that Tesla will definitely be one of the best company.
Ding Ping.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. You got all a great point there. Your audio sound a little bit
Testing.
like a robot.
You're
but
good,
thank
Pejjy.
you. I got your point.
No, it's still echoey.
No, it's still echoey.
I
You sound
thought
very
10
clear on
year.
our end.
Really?
Really?
Yes, you sound great. Chris?
So you guys don't
So
hear
you
the
guys
echo.
don't hear the echo.
I do.
You do.
You do.
I hear an echo. Hi,
Oh
everyone.
boy.
Oh boy.
Hi everyone. I also hear PG. I think I hear him very well. For me, I think it's okay.
So do you guys hear me?
You guys hear me twice?
Yes, I can hear you. It's very
I
well.
can hear you, and also I can hear echo. Try
I
again,
can hear
Pejjy.
you, and I do not hear an echo. So I think everybody's getting different sound.
Man, this is
Man,
weird.
this is weird, man.
No, you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're either in a tunnel or in a bathroom or a robot, but I hear it. I do hear it. Yeah, see, Fa knows what I'm talking about.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
I mean, just take it as a free KTV session, you can sing,
I'm just trying to figure
I'm
this
just trying to
out
figure this
because
out
I can
because
hear
I can
myself
hear
when I
myself
talk,
when
which
I
is
talk, which
very
is
annoying.
very
It
annoying
really
and really like
it takes me off my
takes
own
me off my own
concentration.
concentration.
That's the issue.
That's the issue.
But I mean, if you guys,
Yeah, I get that. Why can't you just restart this host? Like just drop it and restart. Hopefully people come back.
Hey, Pejjy, I think what is going on is that I think whatever you're streaming on YouTube is like playing back. I don't know if there's a way for you to like mute your YouTube like itself. I don't know if that would help.
No idea. I
No
don't think
idea. I
that's
don't
the
think that's the
thing.
thing.
Because on the thing that I'm
On the thing that I'm
streaming
streaming on,
there's no
there's
echo.
no echo.
But when I'm
But when
here
I'm
for the
here
first
for the
time,
first
it's
time,
showing
it's
that. And I'm
showing that.
checking the
And I'm checking the
settings and
settings
fine.
and fine.
Anyways, you guys keep
Anyways, you guys
talking.
keep talking.
I don't know. Do you guys
I don't know.
want
Do
to
you guys
restart
want to
this or
restart
maybe
this, or
you can
maybe
be the
you
host
can
because
be
I
the
don't know how to
host because I don't know how to
transfer it to you.
transfer it to you.
I can. Let's do it.
All right, cool.
All right, cool.
Let's just wait for
Let's just wait
Fat,
for
and
Fat,
then
and then
I'll end it,
I'll end it,
and then Fat
and
can
then
start a new
Fat can
space.
start a new space.
Thumb up.
All right, let's
All
do
right,
it.
all right, let's do it.
Man, I really hope this works. I really hope this works, man. Let's give this a try. Come on, this was one of the. This is just ridiculous. God, let me go to her thing. Sorry, guys, this is not how I thought it was going to be. Let's see how this will be. It's gonna wait for her so she can post it, or maybe she'll send it to me. Let's see. In the meantime, you guys can hear me, right? No problems. There we go. Cool. Love you guys. Love you guys. Did not want this to be this way, but gotta figure out for next time. Okay. Remove that. Come on. You send it to me or what? Okay. All right. Let's see.
Okay, I start the space. Let's see how's going, guy. Okay, I just have to wait for
Okay. Can you hear me?
loud and clear.
Oh my God, it's fixed.
Awesome.
It's fixed.
It's fixed.
It's fixed. Oh my God. So something was wrong with X. Oh my God. Okay, we're here. Finally.
You will try.
Finally.
Yes.
Yes. So all we have to do is just restart this again. Oh my God. All right. Finally. Everyone's happy now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Fine. Sheesh. Man. All right. Let me go ahead and share this with everybody so we can get everybody back in.
I've been talking with my mute for some time.
Oh my God.
Oh, today's the day.
Okay, so we are back. Sheesh! So happy, so happy, so happy, so happy.
Back.
So, what
Yes.
were you guys talking about? Yeah, what were you guys talking about until we had to restart this thing again?
Are we talking about my Tesla journey, and we're talking about how cool Cybertruck is because Cybertruck Benji have a Cybertruck, and we're talking about we sharing our experience in Tesla with our friend. Like I have my pregnant friend. She own a fancy Mercedes. And
Finally,
she sit in my
finally.
car and
Oh
see
my
it drive
God, I'm
itself,
so
and she's
happy.
like,
All right,
"What
we're back,
the
boys.
fuck?
We're
I
back.
need this." So this is where we left off. And Alex is not from Turkey; he's from Sweden. Ding Ding Peng been telling us how cool Tesla is. Yeah, that's what's going on. Would you like to catch up with us? We have beautiful Jennifer here too. Hello.
And
Hello, my dear. I'm sorry I was so late, and then I missed what you just said because I just got added as a speaker. I hope I'm not interrupting anybody. What did I miss?
the audio's fixed, so that's good.
I'm glad it's not just me with spaces. Like sometimes we have some technical issues, and I'm always like, is it me? No, it's spaces sometimes. It's annoying.
And it's annoying that the fact that you can't, transfer your host to somebody else so the whole space doesn't go down. If they could fix that, that would be like so much better than just like ending the whole thing and then redoing it again. It's just so annoying.
We tell Elon, we have to tell Elon that. So today I start a space with, usually I'm not give I don't guess the short term price because I can fall down on my face so quick. But friend, this Monday our CEO will have an office in the White House.
Oh my God, I'm so
So
excited. Like
I see
Monday,
500 so clear. I see 500. I
like
see 500.
he here's my thoughts. Like, here's the thing. So we have this inauguration happening on Monday, and it looks like Elon is going to speak, and that's going to be a very big deal. But the markets will be the markets. I do think that it's going to be sell the news event. I do think this. I really do, um, because the whole market is going up. I mean, I don't know for what reason, really, but it's just gone up too much too quick, in my opinion, for the past couple of weeks or so. And this is all because of Trump coming in. But here's the thing with Trump. Sure, inauguration comes, let's in case of Tesla, he comes and Elon comes and speaks at the mic or before the mic. I don't even know how this. I don't really follow these things, but he speaks during his inauguration or maybe before or after. I don't know. Hype will happen in the market. Stock will probably go up as probably hitting all-time highs probably. But then the day after and the day after that, when reality hits it, I think we may get a little bit of a pullback, not just for Tesla, but for the whole entire market. Just a little, it's healthy, right? It's not a bad thing. It's healthy. And based on what Trump will do, whether he goes like, okay, it's time to slap on tariffs on every country, we may get even a harder sell-off, or he'll make, he'll make executive orders for deregulation. Then the exact opposite could happen. And the beauty thing about Trump is that he is unpredictable. So yeah, you just got to get ready for what he has to do. But these 4 years is going to be a really good year. Obviously, we're not invested for the day or two unless we're traders. But I can tell you that whatever the stock price is going to be on his inauguration day will be nothing until his last day in office. I think the stock price is going to be crazy. It's going to be different. Nonetheless, it's just a roller coaster we still got to endure, and it's a sheesh moment. I'm pretty excited for it. So that's my thoughts on that.
I just want to make a quick comment. I think you're right on all that, except for one thing. In my opinion, I think that the Tesla stock did not go up too high too fast. It's just it's still behind where it should have been if it wasn't for the Biden administration slowing down Tesla or causing that drop. So I think we are now where we're supposed to be. Honestly, a little lower than where we're supposed to be, but yeah, it's in the next 2 years, Tesla will at least double or triple, or at least I placed my bet on that. So I got an options contract for, I think it was like 800 call options for a call contract for 2 years, January 17th, 2026, and I think I bought it for like 10 grand. I can remember, it was a lot of money, but whatever. I'm betting that it will double in less than 2 years.
Yeah, I gotta.
Okay, now we're talking. Sorry, Pejjy, I have question. I'm sorry. Benji, the call option that you have for 10,000, can you please clarify that when did you buy it? What is your contract look like? And if you win, what do you get from it? Okay, let me know.
Bro, you have a call option for 10,000.
No, you misunderstood. I paid $10,000 for one contract for 100 shares. That's how options work. You buy them by
Okay.
contract. So I bought one contract that cost me somewhere around. Let me look it up.
No, that makes more
I'm
sense
no
now.
expert, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm no expert by no means, right? So I spent around. Let's see, what was the contract? I'm looking it up right now on my. I have two accounts, E-Trade and Robinhood. Let's look at the Robinhood. I think it's where I bought it. It's the easiest. Okay, so I bought. Let's see. I bought it on January 15th. I spent $8,000 to buy a 2-year lead contract. I'm betting that Tesla will be above $880 by January 15th of 2027. So that guarantees me 100 shares of Tesla at a price of 880. My expectation is, within 2 years, Tesla will be about. I think if I were to guess, I mean, I don't have any, numbers like you do, Pejjy, on your spreadsheets and whatnot. But I'm betting it'll be around $1,200. So if let's say fair case, right? It's $1,000 in 2 years, and I let my contract expire in the money. It'll exercise, right? So that means that either one, I will get the difference. So if for every dollar above 880, I will make $100. That's how options work. It's really hard to explain. It's complicated, but either way, if by 2 years from now it's $1,000, I will make 120, I don't know, like 10, 20 grand or something like that. I can't remember. It's not that much, but I'm betting it'll be $1,200. And then because it's a 2-year contract, it's like pretty much it's a short long-term capital gains taxes, so I won't pay too much in taxes. It's just a bet. It's gambling straight out. Like if it doesn't reach my 880 by the time it expires, my $8,000 purchase of this contract is gone, like $0. I just lost $8,000. But I can also sell it early if, let's say, for example, Tesla stock goes up to, like, I don't know, 700 in like the next 6 months. I can make a pretty big profit, even though it's below my 880 target on the contract. It's because I still have so much time left that it's more valuable, and other people will try to buy my contract. At least that's how I understand it. Again, I'm no expert. You guys have to learn. I'm like this is gambling, and I learned this on my own, just messing around with Robinhood, and I don't really care if I lose 10 grand. I mean, it's just whatever. I mean, it's not that I have a bunch of money. Just I've realized that having money doesn't mean shit anymore. It's just like whatever, you live your life and be happy. And my life is pretty straightforward, simple. I just have hobbies, and I go to work and I do my hobbies, and that's it.
Sheesh. What you said there was pretty deep. Screw what money means. That's actually pretty deep. But no, this option stuff, I've never done it because I'm a little afraid to be honest. Because you can gain a lot, you can win a lot, but you can also lose a lot. But going back to the stock prices of your bet in 2 years of 880, I think it's a safe one. I do think it's a safe one because it looks like it. My price target for end of this year as a fair value is 575. So anything below that by end of this year is extremely cheap, based on the numbers that we're going to get, energy and the profits year end.
Right.
But I think we could reach 700 this year because
Yeah.
I can see, because man, dude, we have a lot of things happening. Like one thing that I am betting on that I think will happen, and my confidence is very high on, is the pre-orders of the Cybercab. This alone will take the stock to like, I don't know, man. Like some say the pre-orders of the bot this year will take it to 1,000, but I think the pre-orders of the Cybercab could take it to 1,000 because this tells you that okay, Tesla's gonna bring these robo taxis. That they're ready to take pre-orders and most likely to deliver them within the 12 months and for them to start robo taxis right away. And we already know that robo taxis is 30-40% margins, probably even more than that. And I think I'm very confident of this, that they're going to do this. And whether it's in December of the end of this year, because at the end of the day, Tesla wants pre-orders before they can make these cars so they can have customers right away. And this will be nothing like the Cybertruck, because I know we had 2 million reservations of it. I have no idea what happened to them, to be honest. But most people are like, okay, I put reservations for 30-40 grand of the Cybertruck, not 80 grand or 60 grand. But the Cybercab is like 25 to 30 grand. So the chances and the volume of people canceling is a whole lot less. Actually, extremely less, because there's like, oh, okay, even if the price comes down to like, let's say $33,000, $35,000, it's only a 5 grand difference compared to a 20 grand difference or a 30 grand difference, which will happen been with the Cybertruck. And I thought the real, I think the single motor, I think that's when I think they're starting the single motor Cybertruck, which is like starting at 60 grand, which it was supposed to start at 40 grand. So it's a big difference. And yes, 5 years.
I don't think we're getting the single motor. I don't think we're getting the single motor Cybertruck, to tell you the truth.
Really? I thought they would.
I don't think they're going to make it.
Huh.
I know they said they were going to, but I don't think they're going to. And here's why. Because when you're towing with the Cybertruck, you can only get about 100 miles of range. And so, like, I know like it has more to do with battery pack than motors and stuff, but I just have this feeling that like the more motors, the easier it is to move the very heavy vehicle. So, I mean, maybe they'll make one with one motor, but will it be underpowered for such a heavy vehicle? That would be my question.
No, but I saw that they had, like, Tesla was like saying that we're introducing the single motor, or am I just hallucinating? I don't know. I swear I saw something like that.
I think it's the dual motor. Because the Cyber Beast is a tri-motor, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Try.
Yeah, I think they're introducing the dual motor. I mean, maybe they'll make the single motor, but I don't know, because I think there'll be a lot of reservations for the dual motor, or a lot of orders. And what I can say about the Cybertruck, first of all, the Foundation series was 120,000 or something like that. Yep. And now it's about 100K or something. So that's a big difference from 40,000 to 120,000. I mean, it's a 3x, firstly. Secondly, I think when people like reserve Cybertrucks, interest rates were like nothing. And then the Fed effed up, seriously. And then they just rose interest rates so quickly, summer 22, while also Elon was purchasing Twitter. And so I think a lot of people that were reservation holders are also shareholders. And I think a lot of people got hurt then. So I think there's a lot of demand for Cybertruck. I don't know if there's enough like funding. Like if you look at, you've talked about this before with the credit card debt and everything, how it's like the highest it's ever been in the United States. I think people are just maxed out and they're waiting to make large purchases. And the Cybertruck is a large purchase. So I think that's what it is. And once interest rates start to drop and people don't feel the inflation pinch so much, I think we'll see an even higher demand. But right now, aren't they selling all of them that they make?
I believe so. Yes.
That is correct. I think they.
Is this a best-selling car? Is this a best-selling pickup truck? I saw Homa post it.
Yeah, I think they will eventually get to the single motor Cybertruck. It's just a matter of time. Right now, they're just trying to squeeze every penny out of the customer and getting the high margin one as they ramp. So eventually, they're going to get there. They're not just going to have a line sit idle. If there's not enough people buying the Cybertruck, they're going to lower prices to make sure that the production line is always producing. That's just how they operate. So I think they will, but I think the what we're missing here is like we're getting stuck on sales of of like the truck and the Model Y. Model Y is the #1 in the world. Cybertruck's gonna be the #1 in the world one day with the pickup. It's just like, but we have to like my options contract is really focused on autonomy. If they imagine if they when they get autonomy out on the roads, Tesla's gonna make so much money. It's gonna be ridiculous. I
Bro,
mean,
we're not
Uber
ready.
already. It doesn't matter. We don't have to be ready. As long as it's good enough. I think that's the thing at Tesla is like you never strive for perfection. When I used to work there, it was like, perfection was the enemy of progress. Every time you strive to make something perfect, you slow everybody down. So the goal is 80% is good enough. And once you build it and you run it, you tweak it and you upgrade it and you produce more. It just gets faster and faster. That feedback loop needs to be fast. Fail fast is the model there. But once they get it out in the streets, I mean, I'm so excited for that. Like I hope that they start releasing it like Elon said, like a shepherd tending to its flock. I'm going to buy like 30 freaking cyber cabs at whatever the price is, and I will be that shepherd and freaking corner the market in this town here in Gainesville, and make all the money. And I don't care if Tesla takes 50%. It's just how much money you can make off of each vehicle by charging $1 a mile, and that's like not like the industry average is like 30. Uber's like $3 a mile. Imagine just $1 a mile, and like a car. I don't know. Do the math. $1 a mile drives 100 miles in a day, which is nothing. That's like 2 hours of driving throughout the whole day. Then that's $100 a day times 30 days. That's $3,000 per vehicle. And then guess what? You know what, Tesla? You take half. Fine, I'll keep $1,500 a day a month per vehicle. That covers the $30,000 price ticket or $40,000 price ticket because my Cybertruck is $1,600 a day a month, and I rent it out for $200 a day, and I'm making $3,000 a month and just renting it 10 days out of the month. So there's so much money there for Tesla
Benji,
and for everybody. Sorry, go ahead.
Benji, when you super rich, don't forget little people like me.
I've already accepted. I will never be super rich. I don't. If I'm lucky, I'll be a millionaire one day. But I'm 35. Like I'm just cruising. Life is good. Just that's the focus. It's just this is what I said earlier in the last one. It's so exciting to like be a part of the Tesla story and just like watching it and being a part of it and buying Tesla stock and buying their products and everybody. It's funny, I have a group of friends and we played this game around a table, and they said, hey, it was my turn. Name one thing that Ben likes to talk about or something, and they all wrote Tesla, and it was just it's funny. But put on your tinfoil hats. Everyone says I'm crazy, but I don't think I am in this group.
Yeah, this is why I say that the pre-orders are gonna come, like end of this year. What you said with the 80% and stuff. Now I noticed there's two Benjis here, Cyber Benji and Style Benji, if I'm not mistaken. That's interesting.
Yes, I'm currently employed at GFTX, and I wanted to say something about what Cyber Benji
Bro,
had
your
mentioned
mic, your
about
mic, your mic, your mic. We had enough mic issues today. I gotta fix your mic.
Hey, Benji, you can hit me up on a DM on X if you have any questions for me. No problem, dude. Also, I'm not a social media influencer or anything like that. I'm just hanging out. That's just I work at a chemical plant. I run a chemical plant, so.
Sheesh.
You definitely have a right attitude for 35 years old. You have a right attitude, and you see a lot of people at 35, they go party, they go weekend, they're flying to Japan, go hike Mount Fuji, and you say, I'm gonna buy a bunch of Cybertruck and make my business. Thumb up, dude, thumb up.
Is the mic better? Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
much better.
Okay, so I'm currently an employee at GFTX, and I want to piggyback on basically what Cyber Benji said about that 80%. As long as we have an idea, it doesn't have to be perfect, man. It's gonna happen.
And this is why I'm saying that the CyberCab pre-orders will happen end of this year. That's
Yeah, these
yeah,
next 2 years are gonna be amazing.
dude.
Hey Benji, what location did you work at?
I worked at this is back in 2020, yeah. I worked at the Cato Road facility south of the main factory at Tesla in Fremont. Building their their first in-house battery manufacturing line of the 4680 cell. That was fun. I love Tesla.
Yeah, I'm at 4680 cell, GFTX.
GFTX, where's that?
Main factory headquarters.
Oh, I see. Cool. Very nice. So other companies are trying to do the same thing. That's great.
No, I'm at the headquarters for Tesla, sir.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, I left Tesla like 2 years ago. I no longer work with them, but great company. I wish I didn't leave. That's another story. But I love my job now and I like my life here, so it's cool. Tesla's amazing. I mean, and I wish I kind of talked about this before, but people don't. I've been in manufacturing for 10 years, and the speed at Tesla when you hear it on the news, it is absolutely no joke how fast everything gets upgraded, how fast things get commissioned, how fast things get changed in manufacturing line. It's ridiculous. Light years faster than any other manufacturing facility that I've seen. And even suppliers at Tesla, like if like, let's say for example, we had a supplier making this little plastic piece for the 4680 and they were too slow or they couldn't keep up with our demand. Like we would just send a bunch of engineers over there, go look around, and then just make our parts ourselves and build a machine that made this little part. It's crazy.
Yeah, the vertical integration is one of the reasons why I can sleep at night being all in Tesla. And the fact that they went and made a lithium refinery, that I thought they were kidding about that, but no, they actually did it. They actually went and flipping did it, which is crazy. And I was watching an interview from 2 years ago with or 3 years ago from Ron Barron, saying that it wasn't their plan to go vertically integrated. It was because other suppliers were just too slow and they just wouldn't supply us, so we had to go vertically integrated, which was a blessing in disguise. Now everything is in-house and everything is they do, or most of it at least, 90% of it, they can build, they can produce. And this ties in with all the products, robotaxis, the products, the vehicles, bots, Tesla bots, which Elon was talking about, 50,000 to 100,000. I don't know, ready for deployment, or they're going to produce or something in 2026, which is insane. And I'm not ready for that. But that's just, yeah, that part is just, that blew me away. And that, God.
Are you gonna buy a Optimus bot for yourself when they come out? Are you gonna sign up?
I mean, here's the thing. I'm here in the Middle East, right? So I don't know if they can ship it here. I don't know if I'll be here then, or maybe I will. I just don't know. But if they can, like, dude, I've been trying to get a Tesla here for the past 2 years here in Kuwait, and it's just not possible. I mean, it is possible, but it's just so many hurdles and so many rules. As an expat, we can't. We just can't do. Like, we can't import cars. Like, that's just. I mean, come on, dude. Like every brand that you can think of, every car brand you can think of is here in Kuwait. All the Chinese is here. The BYDs, the Jacks, the Jillies. I don't know. There are so many other names of it. G-Tour for another one that I've, BYD recently came here, and now they're selling electric cars here too. Like, every car brand is here except for Tesla, and I want a Tesla. So you know how frustrating that is for me. And I'm just like, man. But importing it, I can't do unless I go through a company and I bring it. But then that means that if something goes wrong with the battery and something that only Tesla can fix, I have to ship it back to UAE or Qatar because that's where they sell at the moment.
Yeah, it's
And
not worth it.
yeah, it's not worth it, and it sucks because and there's no EV infrastructure here. I mean, like BYD, they're saying that if you buy a car, electric car will come and make an outlet in your place wherever you're living at your parking or whatever. But I'm just like, okay, that's cool, but like, what if I want to go from one end to the country to the other, even though it's a very small country? I want to, explore it. I don't want to be limited by range. Now they do have local charging here, but it's extremely slow. It sucks. Now the good news is that recently it looks like that Tesla's going to Saudi. They're about to put a showroom there. Now that is much easier getting a Tesla from Qatar and from UAE, and it's much closer to Kuwait because there's only a land border, and I don't mind getting it. I really don't mind getting a Tesla from Saudi because it's just what, an hour drive, 2 hour drive away from here, so I can just go there, pick it up, come back. I don't know, get all the registration done, and then I can enter and re-enter the country back, or for whatever, whenever, however. So if that happens within 6 months, that'd be cool. And at the same time, affordable models get released. So let's see what happens. I don't know. That's exciting stuff. I'm actually a little hopeful right now that I can hopefully get a Tesla here. Because, dude, I don't.
But here's my tinfoil hat, pessimistic point of view. It's a conspiracy, man. They don't want Teslas in Kuwait or in the Middle East area because that's the big oil region.
Oh, bro, you don't trust me, man. Qatar, well, they're a big oil and gas giant, right? Mainly gas. They accepted Tesla with open arms. I mean, Saudi has Lucid headquarters there because they pretty much own Lucid. UAE is well, they're very smart because they know that oil is not forever and gas is not forever. So only 25% to 30% of their entire GDP is oil, and so they have one of the biggest solar farms in the world in Dubai, which is just incredible. But Jordan has Teslas, Israel has Teslas, Saudi will have Teslas soon. But yeah, well, Kuwait is different. Kuwait is more closed off, right? Like 60% of the whole GDP is oil, and they're not willing to diversify and stuff. Like me as an expat, I can't buy a property here. I can't, build a business here without having the sponsor or a local owning 51% of it. So that's extreme risk. Like in Qatar and Dubai, even in Saudi now, those rules are no longer there. Like they've reduced so much restrictions because they know that it's an open world, and they have to make markets. They have to make have free markets and stuff like that. Unfortunately, Kuwait is a little behind. But I mean, Kuwait is the only country in the GCC. I came to know this last week, which was a shock to me. Kuwait is the only country in the GCC that doesn't allow alcohol, which is crazy. Bahrain allows it, Qatar allows it, even Saudi. You can get alcohol in Saudi. You can go get a vodka in freaking Saudi, man. That's freaking crazy to me, And in Oman, you can do it. In UAE, you can do it. But in Kuwait, you still can. It just shows you how far back Kuwait is and stuff. But I'm a little hopeful that now Tesla's coming to Saudi, so I can, get that next car as being Saudi and stuff. Get from Saudi, which is much easier.
Well, at least Kuwait is very pretty.
How do you know?
I've been there twice.
Oh,
the
shoot.
city is beautiful. Just not on vacation. It was long story short. I was like 20 years old. I was in the Afghanistan war and flew down on a C-130 for the day to drop off some equipment and pick up some stuff. And got to fly around over the city. I didn't get to go down there, but I got to have some pizza, and that was great because I hadn't had pizza for like 5 months. But it was beautiful from what I saw from the air.
Jeez, dude, you've been everywhere. You've been in Marine, you've been in war, you've been in Tesla, you've been in. My God, you got an interesting resume, dude. You got a very interesting resume. But no,
I just go to whoever pays me more. That's crazy. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah. Well, no, Kuwait. Yeah, I mean, they've got some. The city's okay, but it doesn't have anything. It's just sand and desert. That's about it. Sad that they're not using any solar farming here, because dude, they could be generating a whole lot of power here. But Yeah, they're not doing that. Sheesh. So Tesla stock. I love talking about the stock. Benji, you mentioned 880. You had options in 2 years' time. I think if we don't have any black swan event and we see regulation coming down and EPS growing for Tesla, I think we can probably see over 1,000, in my opinion. I think by 2027, we should see the low of Tesla, because the EPS, I think, is going to triple to what it is, more than triple. I think it's going to quadruple to what it is compared to what's going to be end of this year. I think it'll be $2.35 or 30 or 40 cents, just ranging between there in the EPS gap, because that's what they use. But that will be, in my opinion, triple in 2020. What is it? 2020 in 2027. In my opinion, I think that'll triple, and that's because I do see them. Well, first off, energy is going to be flipping ballistic. I think with what's happening in Shanghai, 60 to 80 gigawatt hours. I mean, that's 50 to 100% larger than the Lathrop, and I'm sure between then there's going to be another megapack factory, or Lathrop gets extended to 80 gigawatt hours or 60 gigawatt hours. So energy is going to be a very good contributor to this. Then we got the affordable vehicles, then the 100% the cyber cab. I think that's going to come into play. If Elon's talking about the bots being the 50,000s to 100,000s in 2026, ready to be deployed in factories, oh my God. And if Tesla's going to be taking some of them and putting in their own factories, then you can see the operating costs not increasing, or maybe even decreasing, depending on where they put these guys, which increases the bottom line and operating margin, which is just insane. So,
Pejjy,
sorry, yes.
I'm sorry. So ask, invest, give us the price target of 2,600 by 2029. What do you think? Is this along with your thought?
Yeah, so when I broke it down, in a video that I made on how many shares you would need to retire, all that kind of stuff, and I had like so many scenarios, I put my realistic scenarios, and giving it what was it, a 70 PE, because I think Tesla is a company that's always going to be trading at the high PEs because of its high growth. If we see Apple right now trading in a 40 PE, and they're only growing 6% a year, and they have a 40 PE, while Tesla may continue to grow in the 20-30%, some sectors maybe doubling, right? It's just insulting to give it the same PE as Apple, 30-40 PE, at least double, right? Let's say 60 PE. With that, energy reaching, I don't know, let's say 60 billion in revenue and 15 billion in profits. We have 12 million vehicle deliveries in 2030. We have robotaxis starting. I mean, by then, I'm sure there's going to be robotaxis in many states, not just, a majority of the states, in my opinion. Maybe even some in Canada too. China for sure, because I think this quarter, oh my God, that's right. This quarter, we're going to get FSD approval in China. I'm so excited for that. But that's another market, right? And then you have Europe and other things. So by 2030, I think majority of the world where it's at least developed, and I think this includes China as well, they will have robotaxis and full self-driving, which will pull the EPS higher, as well as the bot that can bring the EPS up big time. So with all that, I think we can easily see around, between 2,500 to 3,000 bucks per share by 2030. Now, some people that I've interviewed on my channel, shout out to Joe, he's talking about 10,000 bucks per share by 2030, which is just insane. And I don't know. That I have a hard time accepting. But then when me and Joseph talk, he has a price target of 8,200. And I'm just like, oh man. He's like,
one of the things that the P&Es, if you factor out how much they spend on R&D, that number changes significantly. They spend billions on R&D, far more than any other company. So I think if you took out how much they spent on R&D and factor that into the P&E, it'd be very different.
So, you're saying that by 2030, their R&D is gonna be massive.
What I'm trying to say is like it's going to be R&D is going to be a fraction smaller than in the future because
Yes.
they're going to be generating far more revenue. So that P&E number will get better, right? Now like if you look at like P&Es today and you factored out the money spent on R&D, P&Es would be comparable to Nvidia, right, and all these other companies, because everyone gives Tesla flack. Oh, P&Es, blah blah blah. It's so bad. This and that. But yeah, what other companies spending this much money on R&D? That affects it, right? So I mean, it's just that number is skewed because Tesla's really dumping money heavily into R&D. Versus other companies in proportion are not. But in the future, that's why it's going to get even better because their money, their income is going to be, or their revenue is going to be so high. And you've heard Elon say in the past, like they can't spend the money fast enough. Besides just burning it, right? In a conscious way, like a smart way spending the money. They're spending as fast as they can, and this is the most you're going to see now. And in the future, in proportion, it's gonna be great. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying is that the R&D spent right now is a lot, but that's because it's the bot, it's the FSD and robotaxis. Once those and the software and the AI, once all those start to give fruit, it'll be nothing compared to what they will spend in the future. Which I 100% agree. I mean, at one point, I do think that sometime this decade we will have a buyback. I think Tesla will start a buyback program.
I hope so.
Dude, I think so. People are talking about dividends. I'm like, no, dude, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Buybacks for sure, though. I mean, Elon, I kind of wish he didn't say it, though. I think it was in 2022, he said, which was the worst year. He's like, yeah, next year, which means 2023, we'll have a meaningful buyback. And I'm just like, I mean, that's not, no.
Is it same maybe, Pejjy? Is it same? We maybe.
No, he
He
said,
used the word maybe.
I'm not too sure if he used the word maybe. He just said that we will be in a position to do a meaningful buyback. But we knew that that's not going to happen.
I think what happened was everyone was pestering him at all the conventions he was going to that he was considering it. I wish he had. It would have been a great year if they did it last year for Tesla, right? But like, I hope you're right, Pejjy, and I can't wait for that to happen because, like, can you imagine? Like, I think their profit right now is like $1 billion a month. Right now, profit. I can't remember the numbers. I'm guessing, right? But it's crazy. Can you imagine? And they have like $25 billion in the bank. Like, they don't need that money. If they just bought back $3 billion every month in Tesla stock, and then it's not a lot, but it sends a message, right, to the Tesla investment community, like, hey, we're doing great. We're gonna, consolidate our stock and boost up the numbers, if you want to call. I mean, come on, GM and Ford did it when there was a depression and they were dying. Like, if all these other big companies do it, why doesn't Tesla? I mean, I don't know. I can't wait. I hope he does do it.
Well, no, I mean, the reason why he didn't do it is because Elon, well, they have 33 billion in cash, which is mind-boggling. And I think in this quarter they're going to slap on another 2.5 to 3 billion into that, making it 36 billion. I think, yeah, no, they already have 36 billion if Q4 comes out like that. So let's say 36 billion in cash, which is just insane. But no, we're still not in terms of like vehicle sales and stuff for Tesla, because that's majority of their sales right now, right? And Elon has said that and interest rates are still high. So he still has this break on. So he's not going to do any buybacks yet, but he has to do it later on in the future because he himself is getting diluted because they keep diluting shares in the company. So Tesla's, not Tesla's, Elon's shares has been diluted since 2020 since actually day one, since now. And obviously, he doesn't want to be diluted. Nobody wants to be diluted. So I think once we get to a point where there is consistent growth in the company in terms of earnings on a quarterly basis, and things are more clear, and they have cash that they don't need, because Tesla still needs, to do a lot of upgrades, and they have a lot of projects to fund, right? Like they have to. I think they would need to make more mega pack factories if they want to be able to, help with the sustainability, the transition to sustainability. They would need to make the infrastructure for cyber cabs if it's going to be wireless charging, not just in the United States, but in other countries as well. So that needs funding. So there's a lot of projects that Tesla, they need the money. Tesla needs the money to fund it. Now, Tesla will get to a point where they're just making a crap ton of money that they say, you know what, we can do buybacks now. And Elon is in favor of buybacks. He's not in favor of dividends, though, which is another topic, but he is in favor of buybacks. And I can't wait for the day he announces buybacks. Once they do, the stock's going to shoot up 10, 20% in the day, because maybe Warren Buffett will buy, maybe. I doubt it, though. But hey,
Yeah.
you never know.
On that note, with another stock split, that's another thing that I'm hoping will happen in the next 2 years, because
Three.
and this is next 3 years. No, I think it'll be sooner. But yeah, look, I think the next stock split, the stock needs to be above, I'd say, roughly $600 for the stock to be split. Elon doesn't like the stock to be too high. That's his thing, and I know why. It's because every 6 months or to every year, Tesla employees get a bonus. Like, they get a performance review. That's the other thing. Tesla's very cutthroat. You're late to work 3 times, you're fired. You break any rules, you're fired. Like, there's no messing around. But every 6 months they have performance review, and if you're not performing, they kick you out. But if you are, you get a bonus, and it's not a lot. It's like $1,000, maybe $2,000, depending on like the grade or the title of the average worker. But it was roughly $1,000 to $2,000. But whenever the stock was too high, like when it was like back in that day, it had hit like $700 or something like that. And this is before all these splits, right? I can't remember what split, but so our employees, I had like something like 500 associates and supervisors and managers. There's a lot of people, and a lot of them were very unhappy that they didn't get. They got like one Tesla because they pay them in stock, right? So they got one Tesla stock, and then because it wasn't enough to buy another one with their bonus, they got just cash. And most of these people, like the average worker, doesn't get the stock and keep it. They just get the stock, cash it out, and then spend the money, right? And so people get upset that they didn't get a lot of money. And then the people that do get the stock, like the half of them actually try to keep it, and they buy into the message, and they want to invest in Tesla and hold it. They get angry that they only got one share instead of 6 shares, because it was $200 like 6 months ago or something like that. So I think when Tesla hits over 600 and it sustains over 600 for a quarter, I think that's the trigger for Tesla to do another stock split, which is, every time there's a stock split, what happens? There's a big old run up every time. So I can't wait for that. We just need to break that 500-600 level plane and hold.
Yeah, that's actually good insight. That's very good insight. Yeah.
We do not run into every split, though. The last split, we dropped into the split, and that was before Elon started selling. So I would be careful about that, only because a lot of people got screwed on margin. So you have to kind of remember that. I know, for all of us that were there, oh my God, how hard was it to hold through? Everything was terrible. But now we're here, and the diamond hands have won. I think the stock is going to go up, but I think you guys are ignoring all the negatives that are coming. I don't want to rain on everybody's parade. However, I think it's great that Elon's going to be in the government, but it's a little controversial. So, it's a plus, it's a minus, it's kind of both. But, he's in the government because he made Doge, and he's planning on firing 80% of the federal government. I don't know if you guys know this. The federal government is the largest employer in the United States. So there's gonna be a lot of unemployed people. And then with interest rates high and stuff, like Teslas are amazing. Absolutely. Like they're the safest cars on earth, you know. If everyone could afford them, they would buy them, you know. But with interest rates being high and a lot of people not sure if they're going to be employed, you know, and then there's the tariffs, which, you know, I have mixed feelings about. I think in the long run, they're going to be fantastic. But I think in the short run, the Trump presidency might be a little volatile. Like he has talked about doing a lot in his first 100 days. And the market doesn't love volatility or like instability in the world. And so I think it just depends how the first 100 days goes. Personally, I think we're going to have a pullback in March. Don't ask me why, but I just think we will. And then there's also the like, what is it? Like sell in May and go away. You know, we'll be on the back half of the year. Like we're going into the back half of the year with like some volatility. So, you know, just like macro events, like nothing having to do with Tesla. I think Pejjy, your price target for the end of the year is correct, but I don't know. There's a lot unknowns for this year. I think just getting. Go ahead.
No, sorry. Yeah, no, I do agree that I think that March or April we may have some sort of a pullback. Well, it's hard to tell because if FSD gets approved in China, that's going to be a very big deal for Tesla. But if we look at just fundamentals and not look, you know, past one quarter like what these analysts do, I think Q1 is not going to be a good quarter. I think Q1 is going to be a very because you know Model Y is ramping and they're not really delivering right now. So I think deliveries could be as low as 400s, maybe even going back to the high 300s. I can see that happening because Model Y is the best selling car, and right now they're not selling. Like they're not delivering, and so that takes away that takes a lot. But Q2 is going to be a very good strong comeback, followed by good Q3, and then maybe affordable vehicles can be produced then as well. And then that'll just, I think Q4 of 2025 is going to be absolutely crazy. But it's not the vehicles that's what's going to carry this year. It's going to be the energy. Energy is going to be massive. It's going to be full self-driving, robo-taxis, unsupervised super taxis being deployed in June or July or even sooner, depending on how they do it. These things are going to be the main thing. And of course, Trump, right? The reason why it ran up the way it did since the election is because of the Trump effect. If he could bring down deregulation that can help speed up robotaxis and FSD and all that kind of stuff, that's very good for Tesla. But it's not going to be the vehicles that carry Tesla this year. Maybe next year, but I think every year that passes, the reliability on vehicle deliveries gets diminished. And that's been true since the past 2-3 years. And this will continue to be because energy will continue to grow. Then you have other streams of income like FSD and robotaxis. And then the bot maybe, I don't know, the bot may be coming next year or the year after that. Then, you know, the autos for Tesla will become just a hobby. You know, it'll be the toothbrush to the toothpaste. So, yeah, I think, again, I do agree with you, Jennifer. Again, we're not here. Who knows? We may jinx it. We may have the biggest rally in March. We don't know. We're just like, thinking, guessing. But if I'm an analyst and I see Q1 being horrible, then, I'll price that in. But yeah, I think Q2 will be a very stronger comeback. But that's what I think.
You know, right now, the share price is so heavily dependent on auto deliveries and, auto production and delivery. And so I think if like production and delivery stay close, like the numbers stay close together, and it's really just a production constraint because they refresh the Model Y, I think that will be better received than if we see like a rise in production, but we don't see like the same rise in delivery. And so I think you made a very good point about how they're refreshing the Model Y, and also its interest rates. Oh my God. And what sucks is Tesla did something great. They offered 0% interest on the Model Y, and it may have been some other products. However, I don't think people really knew, and I think that's a little problem. Like I'm not one of those people that harps about like, oh, they should advertise, because I think advertising's stupid. But when you get to, well, they have 0% interest, that maybe I would have advertised. Because I just think people weren't aware. I don't think, because the American consumer really cares about their monthly budget and their monthly spending. Like, it's all about the monthly price, which, you hear people talk about like, oh, the gas savings, and you don't have oil changes. But you know what? When people are comparing prices of cars, they're not considering that at all. And you can tell them till you're blue in the face, but they're like, no, but my car payment is XYZ amount of money, So I don't know. This year's gonna be really interesting. It depends how many people they fire in the government, I think. Because it's gonna affect everything. I mean, if you have a whole lot of unemployment all of a sudden, and then people aren't like spending money on vacations, they're not renting Airbnbs. Well, especially to go back to the office movement that's happening, I think you'll see like the short-term rental market collapse, because they're all secured by debt service ratio credit loans, and so. If the real estate market goes down, it could pull the stock market down. And then didn't the yield just flip in Japan? Something happened in Japan, which is very bad. So that's really why I think there's going to be a pullback in March, is like when you add all of these things together, like the yield flip in Japan, and then the volatility in the American government, and then a bunch of other world governments are just collapsing. I'm like, at some point the market's really going to hate it. And it does feel frothy. Like, I'm like, I don't know why we're up, but I'll take it. But it doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. What do you think, Pejjy?
I say bring on the dips. Bring it on. Well, I think definitely when Trump comes in, I think there's going to be some time. It's not like we're going to see results right away. It's going to take time. We probably won't see his results or his work bear fruit until 2026 or 2027, right? Because these things will take time. So,
Oh yeah, no, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt a lot more before it gets better, I think. I mean, in my opinion, because you can't like shake the snow globe in the way that he wants to do it and then not have volatility. So, I mean, I'm hoping for a big dip. I'm actually gonna sell my last house, and I'm like 90% on that. Because I think the housing market is gonna dip. So I'm like, well, let me get out of that asset class, and I'm gonna convert it to stocks. So, yeah, I would love a dip, but I think it's realistic to think that there may be one.
What if, okay, this is my thought. This Monday, so I'm gonna go in, bam, 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 and then make everything make sense again. And Trump loves stock market. So I think it's gonna see good 2 to 3 years. It might be very good. Sorry, it's burning in LA, and those people need house. Someone might get insurance money and go buy house wherever else. Maybe it's booming. I don't know. Like, I rent stuff out here in Bay Area, and the my Airbnb kick in without I'm knowing, and a bunch of people text me like, "Hey, will you take 5 months for 5,800 a month? Will you do that?" Like, I have people here. I'm not looking for someone, but they keep giving me offer because they need a house. People in LA need to go somewhere, and it's like 20,000 of them. Yeah. So that's how I see it. Maybe it's booming. Maybe some go in and say, "Hey, why is we have IRS? Why don't we just tax other country and we cut tax for our own people? Like people like me, like our little people. Yo, if they give me back my 26 grand a year, I'm sitting somewhere drinking my Thai, but they're not. They take my tax is so expensive here, right? Maybe something good happened. Finally, prosper for America. Come on, I'm here for something nice. And I always do good thing, you know, study about something very hard and invest my belief in it. And I believe I've been looking at this stock for like 4 years. I see everything. I'm listening to all space. I believe it goes somewhere. I see, oh, it's not normal. So, and he's best friend with Trump, and I maybe I'm Kukulala. Tesla is Trump stock. Duh. So maybe it's very good in a 2-3 year. But yeah, red day is my favorite day too because I don't have 3,000 share yet. That's how I see it. So bring it on. I'm buying. Okay.
I mean, I agree with you. You know, it's going to be good. However, don't we hit the debt ceiling January 21 or something like that? I think, you know, because Congress like approves the debt ceiling for the US, right? And they have it expiring the day after the inauguration. Like there are a lot of things that the Biden administration did to handicap the Trump administration coming in. So I don't know. It's going to be a crapshoot in the short term. I think in the long term, like for sure, like if we're talking 2030, yeah, Tesla's going to be doing gangbusters because they will have the robot. I think the robot is really key. And FSD will be done. I mean, I believe that FSD is done. It's just, you know, getting it approved. But, you know, you have to remember the laws in the United States are extremely friendly for full self-drive. It's NHTSA that's kind of like the pain in the butt that they have to deal with. But you know, as contentious as the Biden administration was with Tesla, I think the Trump administration will be favorable. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm excited. You know, I love Tesla. I'm in the stock, of course. So I'm just kind of watching. But I want to be very ready for the dip that I think is coming. Just fingers crossed that like I can sell the house and it'll fund before we take off, you know, because I think there will be a point where Tesla stock just like takes off, but I think we're gonna need one or two more unique products for that.
Facts. Bring
If I
on the
may,
dips.
could I add some grounded context to this discussion?
You
So I think
Yeah,
you're
please do.
welcome.
so. The recent run up, they're waiting for this federal autonomous vehicle framework that uh, Elon has talked about, and David Sachs is going to be managing. And so, you know, that's a huge plus, you know, and that's where Trump is a huge advocate for something like this because the Biden administration wasn't going to allow, wasn't in favor of this sort of stuff. So I think that's why we have some of the recent run up in the Tesla stock because, you know, we want to see what this is. But I really think it could be a sell the news event when we see the details. And it obviously depends on the details. But that's one. But regarding the fundamentals of the company, I mean, right now Tesla's at like 1.5 trillion, right? And our revenues do not, you know, come close to that, and that's why the PE is so high. And so, I mean, I love this frothy talk about all this, you know, where the stock price is going to be, but I think somehow we have to be somewhat responsible and not just, you know, like throw out all these price targets without having the fundamentals catch up to the price of the stock. So I'm just saying, you know, we got to have both sides of the story. It can't just be all bull, bull, bull.
Yeah, good point. Of course, of course. But at the same time, you know, we know what's going to happen, or we see what's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 years that can quickly and surprisingly justify it. Think about the Nvidia moment, how just one quarter they showed that, oh, you know, no, out of nowhere, $10 billion in just, you know, profits, right? I'm not saying Tesla's going to show $10 billion in one quarter, but they will have a quarter where they say that, oh, look, here's our revenue and profits for robotaxis. You can see the margin, it's like 30%, 40%. And we expect to, grow this about 2 times next quarter. Because for Tesla, you already have the robots on the road, let's say just in the United States. You're just one switch away from turning them all into robotaxis, right? And this will generate crazy amount. And, this unlocks the FSD, the robotaxi unlocks multiple businesses for Tesla, which will add a lot of earnings. And this is what Wall Street does not see. And when you put it in like an evaluation chart and you just slap this on, this will just give it a gigantic boost in valuation. And that's how I value it.
Right, but okay, and this is the type of discussion that we should have, right? So NVIDIA had 75% profit margin because everybody.
Oh, I think you
He might
you cut
mute
off.
his
Yeah.
mic.
No, I think he
I
cut
don't
cut
know.
off.
I think he lost the audio. I mean, let's talk about robotaxi and cybercab. I think I would not count Model S or Model X in the numbers for like, are people going to make their cars robotaxis? I think some people will. I think there are some people that are fine with sharing their car. I think a lot of Americans don't want to share their car. I know people that won't let anybody eat in their car. You think they're going to rent their car out to strangers? No. And Turo, I know a lot of Turo hosts and the horror stories that I hear. So it'll be interesting to see how do you mitigate that, and it'll be interesting to see what they do with the Tesla app for robotaxi. I would make some suggestions to Tesla. So hopefully somebody hears this that can actually make this suggestion. But in the payment processing, there should be a way where you can put a hold on a credit card, like easily, where like I don't have to have the ability to take credit cards. Like Tesla can do all of that with the payments, but that they can take a hold on a credit card for the liability, or not liability, for like insurance, if somebody really wrecks the car, or does something terrible. Like somebody I know, like they rented their Tesla out and the people let the battery die completely, smoked cigarettes and cannabis in it, left garbage, like it was a mess. And I'm not saying that's going to happen every time, but I think it happens more often than you realize. So I think like mitigating the risk for owners, especially because you're talking about like normal people renting their car out on the platform, not like professional Turo hosts. And so there's going to be a lot of fear there. There's going to be a lot of unknown. And so like mitigating the risks for the owners, I think that's going to be crucial for adoption.
Yeah.
And not only that, here's another issue with Turo that I hope that Tesla like does better with, and that's like there should be a way where you can verify if somebody already has auto insurance, because like then if they get into an accident, it can go against their auto insurance. And I know, I think there's like a little discount maybe or something. I'm not sure because I'm not a Turo host. I've just heard a ton of stories, but I can see some things that are low-hanging fruit that if they can mitigate it in a really beautiful way, it could put Turo out of business just because of the ease of use for, the operators. Because what people really want is they don't want a second job. They want passive income. So if they can make it more passive and more safe, like lower the risk, I think Tesla could take 50%. And people would be happy to give it up because they're not having to, deal with some of that stuff. But I still think that like risk mitigation is going to be an issue with the cyber for anybody that's not like a professional fleet manager, So I think we have to like think about realistically how many people are going to rent their personal vehicles out.
And this is why I'm saying pre-orders of the Cybercab will happen later this year. Ha ha ha. Oh man.
I could see pre-orders, but when are they going to be delivered? And then the other question is like, are they not going to have a steering wheel or a pedal? Because that is going to be a leap for people, in the beginning. I think once they're on the roads and people see like, oh no, they're cool, we like them, whatever. Then I think we'll see more adoption, but I don't know how fast it's going to go in the beginning, if it's missing components that like people really feel safe with, you know, like people who are diehard Tesla fans, yeah, they'll get in a Tesla with no steering wheel, but it's just going to be interesting to see how it's received if it does not have pedals or a steering wheel. That's a lot of control to give up.
Yeah, it'll take some
Sorry
time
about
for
that.
the adapt. Yeah, it'll take some time. Welcome back, Eddie. But I got to go. It's like midnight here where I am, and I gotta get sleep for work tomorrow. So um so yeah, I'm not the
Yeah,
host here. So
I gonna
what?
have to go to one
Yeah,
1 o'clock. My kid gonna get up.
Oh
I
boy.
think we are. I love the conversation today.
Mm.
Thank you, everyone. And Eddie, we start at 11, my friend. Come back, chat with
Yeah,
us
come next week.
next Saturday.
I was listening
Yes.
anonymously, and I just heard too
Oh
much of the
God.
foolishness, so I had to step in and make some
Dude,
comments.
Eddie. I don't know how long if you see my profile or follow me. Like I've been like this since 2020. For real. I've been like this. And if I see people in Tesla community, this is all I talk. This is real life I'm talking. Like I'm like,
No, I
dude,
get it, and I
we
love
gonna
your
be filthy
enthusiasm.
rich. We're
Yeah, no,
gonna
I
be
get
filthy rich.
it.
And the way to be filthy rich is love the red day. You have your goal and you love the red day. When it's bad news, you just fucking buy it. Sorry, sorry, my French.
Oh.
I try to normalize saying fuck in a good manners. But thank you everybody
Yes,
for
thank you.
coming. My kid about to wake up.
Great. Wait, before we, Eddie, make sure to come next week and we can talk about it. Fa, please host it next week because I don't want to run to the same audio issue that I had this time. It was really frustrating. So you host it again next week, and if there's any issues, I can always fix it and go and come back. So until next week, I guess I'll see you guys next week.
See you. Thank you everyone.
Bye
Bye.
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 Okay, so we're now here on what's it called? StreamYard. Yeah, it's like midnight where I am, guys, and I gotta get to flip in bed. Someone commented something very interesting that I wanted to go over. Pejj, did you have a meet up in New York City today? How could I be in New York? I'm all the way in the Middle East. So no, that wasn't me. I think you're talking about Ahmed. He was there, I think, but no, I was not there. Interesting. Anyways, guys, I love you guys so much. I gotta get to bed. New video coming up tomorrow. Be ready. I shall see you guys in the next video. Love y'all. See ya. Bye bye. Let's go smash that like button. Let's go.